Here's where we started today. Started at the Best Western, got a good night's rest, drove over to Mount St Helens Visitor Center, toured the Visitor Center, had a really good presentation of carbon cycle. Then we drove on up to the mountain. These are some views of the scenery. That's the Toutle River. Trying to show you a little bit of Mount St Helens from the distance. Some more views of the Toutle River. This is where all the lahars and mud flows came down and filled in the river, and it has cut a channel, and you're seeing glacier and snow melt running down the river right there. The area has recovered greatly. The first time I was there was nothing in the bottom of the river area. This is the first visitor center. Some of the flowers that are around the visitor center, the cones of the noble firs. This is probably 1,000 feet above the floor of the Toutle River. So here's where you're actually entering the volcanic area, and that's Mount St Helens. As you notice inside the blown out area, it's building, and I'll have several pictures. I'll note one of them to show you that what has changed. This log that I saw when I first went there several years ago has begun to deteriorate, and it's very visible that things are beginning to return. At one time there was no green vegetation there other than a few wildflowers, but it's coming back. This I thought was very interesting about this tree, the stump, how big it was. And it was found, as you see there, it was like 9 miles away. And it's now sitting here at 4 miles away. It's one of the displays that's in the visitor center at the Johnson Visitor Center. Trying some different shots here. So this is a video of a video, and it shows how the inside the cone is growing. If you'll notice, 2004 and 2008, the dome inside the caldera is getting bigger. When I first saw it, there was none there. There was no cone, but it is definitely growing. Trying something different here. Let me know in the comment sections if you like the commentary and if I need to do something different. I do appreciate your help. This is time-lapse photography about what's happening there.
Those cameras in areas where you can see visual observation.
A short time lapse.
And allow us to better interpret.
Different camera and a different angle. When you speed up the time, you can see the actual movement. And you'll notice in the center of the picture, that's not a cloud, that's actually smoke or gases that are coming out of the volcano. I saw 2 different locations where smoke was coming out. So it's very active. Coming up, you're going to see a picture of before and after. And if you'll notice this after picture, look at the one below. See how the caldera is empty? And now look at the caldera, the dome that's inside of it, and how it has filled up and is growing. So it's a very active volcano that's growing. You just barely can see the smoke, and that's the place where I was taking the pictures from. I will continue to watch it. It's interesting to see how much it's grown, but that's Mount St. Helens. Had to drive 50 miles out of the way just to get to it, and then 50 miles back to get back to the I-5.